Blackbird as journalism bursts away with a 16th left to go.
Sandman trying to dive after him, but it's going to be Speed King. Speed King.
Disco time! Disco time! Disco time! Killing up with the
Do you want to experience the victory of a winning ticket? Can you handle the agony of defeat?
Do you need money and you need to get out the house? We can solve it in two ways. All you have to do is watch our podcast, meet us at the track for our free scavenger hunt. You get free money. We'll give you the free bets on the podcast. All you have to do is show up, take advantage, and bet the ponies with the homies. Let's see you. Let's get it now. Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to episode number 2. Season 2, episode 2. Well, I'm Robert.
I'm Ken.
And welcome to Bet the Ponies with the Homies. We're here to talk about the Kentucky Derby preps, and we have 2 of them that are going off this weekend, February 1st on Saturday. Which are they, Ken?
We have one that's the Holy Bull at Gulfstream Park. I'm out on the 16th for 3-year-olds. And then we have the Robert B. Lewis at Santa Anita for 1 mile for 3-year-olds.
Yeah, I know the Robert B. Lewis is worth $100,000. No, $200,000. And Gulfstream Race Holy Bull is worth $256,000. You know, the only thing I did not like about this, can I tell you what I didn't like about this?
Tell me.
I'll tell you right when we come right back from this commercial. Hello, everybody. This is Robert. Hey, I wanted to let you know about a free gift that a company called Orchidaceous is giving away, a free portable skin detector. That's right, Orchidaceous. That's Orchidaceous. They're a skincare company. You can get this gift at www.orchidacious.com. That's www.orchidaceous.com. Go check out this website and get your free skincare detector and get together with your skin and get it right. All right, we're back. All right, you know the only thing I like about this is freaking short fields, Kenny. I can't have these freaking short fields.
In the Holy Bull, we only have 7 horses. And in the Robert Lewis, we have 5 horses, which Bob Baffert has 3 of the 5.
Well, the only other horse in the race is Ward Wesley's horse, a turf to dirt horse. And then a horse who's kind of just broke his maiden. It looked like this kind of threw him in the field of the race.
Just to fill the
Valentine's candy.
To fill the field.
No disrespect, by the way. February 14th is on its way. But anyway. All right, so I don't know if it's the ARA, the veterinarians. Just this is a 20-point race, so nobody wants to run their horse and blow their shot in this race. They wait for a 50-point or 100-point race. But I tell you what, we have a horse we found, sneaky horse. Out of the 2 races with 11 horses, 12 horses, we found a horse that we might be able to play. Kenny, do we going to expose our best bet yet?
Yes, we're going to go to the...
Let's go to it.
Gulfstream Park, the Holy Bull.
There we go. Holy Bull. Who you got for the Holy Bull? What is your best bet in the Holy Bull?
My best bet is a win bet.
Win bet. Who would that be?
I believe the horse's name is
Ferocious. Yes, Ferocious. He's looking like he's the number 2 horse in this race. We got our past performances a little earlier, so we don't have no odds. I'm not sure if both positions are going to stay the same, or anybody else is adding to the race. I don't think so. I think they've already did their draw, right? So yes. That's all there is to it. So there's Kinetic Control, who's showing up under number 1. They got Ferocious, number 2. They got Tappan Street, number 3. Guns Loaded, number 4. And He's Not Joking, number 5. Burning Glory, number 6. And Burnham Square, number 7. So, Kenny, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 horses, 4 horses out of the 7 who just broke their maiden. What do you think about that?
As we seen last week with Patch Adams, it's hard for you to break your maiden and come to a graded race. It's a very hard thing to do.
Yeah, it definitely is very hard to do. Now, out of the 4 maidens, which one do you think has the best shot? Because they got Junior Alvarado on Kinetic Control, they got Luis Saez on Tap Hand Street, and they got Arad Ortiz on Guns Loaded. So these jockeys ain't no slouches. These are top jockeys.
And you also have that horse that's on the bottom. I believe his name is
Burning Glory
that just broke his maiden.
With Gaffleon. So, and then you got Velasquez, who's on He's Not Joking, who's coming out of the Churchill Downs Grade 2 race, lost by 10 lengths. He was 8th place, but they bet him. They bet him like 7.5 to 1. That was the race with First Resort and Jonathan's Way and Tiztastic, which Tiztastic didn't do anything last week. So we know that. And Guns Loaded's coming out of a $150,000 race for the Mucho Man. I guess that was a prep for this race. He won by a neck. I looked at that race, a replay race. Did you see the replay?
Yes, I saw it. He really didn't impress me that much.
I'm with you there. He looked like he was dying in the stretch.
Yes, and there's going to be some horses coming in the stretch this race.
Speaking of coming in the stretch, who do you think is coming in the stretch?
It's got to be the 2.
Ferocious. Let's talk about Ferocious a little bit. What's the best thing you like about him?
Well, it's the only horse in the race that's been in a Grade 1 race, but not only one time. He's had 4 races and been in 3 Grade 1 races.
That's straight off his straight maiden race on top of that. So he won by 7 first time out, went to the Hopeful Grade 1, lost by a half length with Ortiz on him, then went to the Breeders' Futurity in Keeneland and got second by 5th length against East Avenue, which was the favorite in the Breeders' Juvenile Cup.
And which in this race, in the Breeders' Cup Futurity, Ferociousness was the favorite over East Avenue.
Who was that? I think we got us a guest coming in. That must have been the guy in the background. That's Jimmy Juno. That's what I call him. His name is Junebug, by the way. Hey, Junebug, why don't you say what's up real quick? There he is. What's up, June? All right. Hey, you like anything in this race? We're talking about the Gulfstream Park race, talking about that Ferocious horse. Were you in that race, or did you like the Santa Anita race?
I like the Santa Anita race.
All right, we'll get back with you on the Santa Anita race.
All
We're
right.
almost there. Yeah, go ahead and have a seat, man, anywhere you want. Yeah, enjoy. There you go. Anyway, that's one of the homies. Actually, that's Kenny's brother, by the way. Let's just get that straight right off the bat. Y'all met Timmy's brother. We ain't got him back yet, but we'll get him soon enough. But hey, back to the race here. So Ferocious coming from behind. You know, I saw the replay on this Ferocious guy, man. And 3 Grade 1s straight after his straight maiden race. He was beaten favorite at the Hopeful with a Rad Ortiz run. Chancellor McPatrick beat him.
Yes, sir.
He ran with East Avenue. He was the favorite against East Avenue in the Breeders' Futurity. He lost by 5 lengths. East Avenue kind of whipped it, but I saw the replay there. And then he went to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He got 5th by 6 lengths. And now they're going to give him a break. Did you see anything in those races that could tell you why he's going to do better today? Why he's going to be able to?
Yes, because he's been closing with the best. I mean, he's a fighter. And he gets in a fight with you, he's going to fight you all the way to the wire.
Yeah, he showed that in the Hopeful, that's for sure. The Grade 1 second off right off the maiden race. But you know, what I saw Kenny on him, if we remember last week, we gave a horse called Gamey.
Yes.
Okay.
What a disappointment.
Yes. Well, after watching the race, I was listening to the announcer, and the announcer said he was hopping on the track. Gamey was hopping on the track. Hopping, climbing, anyway, and Gamey ran dead last, and he stayed dead last. Now, are we looking at that being a problem with Ferocious? Because when I saw in his race, somewhere during his middle of the race, he gets shuffled back, and he appeared to be hopping as well. But then when he get engaged, and he start coming down, and that's how we saw when he ran against Chancellor McPatrick. But he wasn't able to do it with East Avenue, and he didn't do it with Citizen Bull at the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. But in that race, he was 5th by 6, going around the turn, the last turn before the stretch, got shuffled all the way back to last. All the way back to last on the top of the stretch. And came home 5th by 6 lengths.
And beat Patrick McPherson.
Yeah, was that Chancellor McPatrick?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you explain that? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, if he gets a clear run on the outside, there's no one in this race that could beat him.
Jimmy, you
No.
saw that last race, him coming back. What do you think about that, Ferocious? He definitely is going to be the one coming behind the fear. You think he gets to the outside, he'll be able to do clear running?
He might run a better race. He sticks outside.
Yeah, so...
Clear
Yeah,
running.
yeah, because that hopping, I don't know if it's the dirt getting hit on him. Maybe if we see him with front wraps coming on the parade, I'd dump some money on him if I see some front wraps on
But
him.
every time you see him, he's always in a fight.
Yeah. So that's the fighter. So that's the Holy Boo, everybody. Well, we got our best bet. It's going to be Ferocious. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on Ferocious. Do you have an exact to play with that horse, or a horse that you would like to come in second?
No, I don't. There's too many maiden horses that just broke their maidens in this race. Any one of them can run second.
Anybody come in. Anybody can come in. So remember, out of the other maiden races, Burnham Square won by 9 lengths. But it was a maiden $40,000 race. He ran with Monet's Magic. Remember, Monet's Magic ran last week as well.
Right.
Didn't do as well. I think he got third or fourth in this race. We'll get that. Just look up here. I'll give you that square. All right. So anyway, so we're just gonna go Ferocious. You gonna put him in like you're talking about a pick 5, weren't you?
Pick 5, and that's my single.
That's your single. Did you like anything? Just one other race you like in the pick 5 sequence that you're thinking about putting with them or anything that you can help the players out here?
I might be able to give you something at the end of the show.
Okay.
But I do, there's one I do like this horse called Test Score. I don't remember what race
is that? Yeah, that was, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's the Gulfstream Race 10.
Race 10. There's your double.
There's a turf. There it is. So you got 10th to the 11th. You got a mile 16 turf race. Kenny's giving out Test Score.
Test Score.
Team them up with Ferocious in the 11th race, and there's your double. So
there's
there
your $20
you go.
double bet. That's my best bet of the day.
There you go. There you go. All right, well, let's move on to the Santa Anita. The Santa Anita has got a Bobby B showdown. Do you want to explain this showdown, Kenny? There's 5 horses in the race.
And numbers 1, 2, 3 are Bob Baffert's
All
horses.
Bob Baffert. Bobby B, come on, stop, please. Wait. But you know what I don't see on none of his horses? Mike Smith.
I think it's time for Mikey Boy to retire.
Sorry,
Enjoy
Mikey.
his life.
It's been a little while.
But there's one person that's coming back to ride out here.
Who's that?
Garcia.
Martine. Martine took Mike's place. Martine's coming. Isn't he like in the what, down south somewhere, Fairgrounds or something like that?
He was at a while, but he's
Churchill
back now. He's
Downs?
going to ride for Bob Baffert.
So he's coming to Santa Anita. So welcome back to Santa Anita, Martine. Let's get you down on the Citizen Bull, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, who just whipped up on everybody that day at 16-1 odds. East Avenue was the favorite that race. But we have a problem. We have a problem that Jimmy is so quick to remind us about last week. And that was Citizen Bull beat Gaming and the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And
what did Gaming do?
Did not work. But see, Gaming was some issues. And now Pratt got off of Gaming to ride Patchy Adams. So that should have kind of told us something. We don't have this problem here with Citizen Bull.
No.
Martin Garcia is staying on him. He's his jockey. The only time someone else did ride him was Mike Smith.
And that's the time that horse only lost.
This is the only loss of the race. So now he's got Martin Garcia back on him. But you know what? Bobby B's got 2 other horses. Is there anyone you'd like to go with first?
Let's look at Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Hey, we were there the other 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, January 4th, when he ran. Impressive. I would say. Impressive. Now, that was a mile race, Kenny. And he just went out there, did a 23, a 46, a 110, and ended up at 136. And there was no one going to touch him. He was 7 lengths the best. There was only a couple horses in the race. 5 horses other than him in the race. So he didn't really have a lot to go with. But the time was good, and that buyer. 101. Woo! What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do?
Do you know who he's been working out with his last 3 workouts?
You said something about one of the other Baffert's horses, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
The Barnes?
Yes, sir.
How'd he do, kid? How'd he do?
He was hanging in there with him all the way. So if you like Barnes, you gotta like Rodriguez.
Well, there you go. Did Rodriguez outwork him?
No, he did not work him, but he was right there with him.
Okay, so he wasn't disgraced or anything. He
No.
wasn't disgraced. Okay. All right. Well, hey, Bobby B has another horse in this race. So far, it looks like the number 1 horse, Medikit Road. Now, Medikit Road started off in a grade 3 to Bob Hope. Got second by 4th, lost to Boulard. Saw that replay, Kenny. Did you see that replay?
Yes, I did.
What did you think about that replay?
That was a good race for that horse to be its first time race to run in a grade 3 and to run second.
Because Boulard had to come get him. That's for sure. Because Madigan did all the work.
Yes.
And Boulard just hung in the back at even money and just went after him. They did a 21-3, a 43, for a 44 flat, pretty close, and then a 109. They ended up with a 122. That's what Boulard did. But they were rolling. And so Madigan Road had a nice attack trip for his first time out against the winners, that's for sure. Then he came back and hit his grade 1, hit his straight maiden. Ran against Father Ted, if you know about that horse. Anyway. So now he's coming back to this race right here, coming up to the grade 3. We have another horse called Clock Tower, just took run a turf, grade 3, the CBD Mill Mile. Woo! That's Delmar's last meet, right? What'd you think about that race?
It was on the turf, and I don't believe that horse can handle these horses. But there's one thing I do want to say about the number 1 horse.
Oh, go back to Madigan Road, right?
He's the only closer in the race. Everybody else in the race is speed.
Yeah, he starts off with 4th but 1. Everybody else
is going to try to go to the front. He's the only closer, so you better watch out for that.
Yeah, Citizen Bull tried with Mike Smith, and it wasn't working out with him. So he'd be the only one that ever tried to come from behind. Okay, so we got that turf to dirt horse that shows speed that he's going to have Citizen Bull to deal with and some dirt horses to deal with. He looked like he had an easy lead anyway when he was on the turf race. So what's your pick for today? What's your best bet for the Robert Lewis then?
It's a toss-up between the 3 Bob Baffords.
Don't know which one you're going to go for yet?
It's tough.
I'll tell you mine. Citizen Bull. Crush City. I know gaming had issues. I know. But I'm going to stick to what was supposed to happen. Citizen Bull is going to show you what was supposed to happen. Rodriguez, you're going for 2 turns. I do expect you to be in the lead. I do expect you to get to the turn, and then Citizen Bull is going to give you a run down your money, and your experience is going to show up. Look, straight maiden against grade 1. If you had no. One shot.
Well, there's one thing I can say about Citizen Bull. It has been working out with older horses the last 2 starts.
I think it was called Getaway Clark was the older horse.
Imagination?
Imagination. Imagination. And I think I saw that one.
The horse ran last weekend.
Yeah, Imagination didn't do too well his race either, but he ran into a Buzzsaw number 4. Forgot his name.
But that's an older horse.
But those were older horses. So, yeah, he was in good company. So Citizen Bull, hopefully he come off his freshening here. He won first time out as it was in his main race. So, guys, I like Citizen Bull. I like to win. That's it. Straight win. I think you're going to get a little price on it.
That looks like another double.
Because I think there's going to be people like Jimmy who think that the gaming race is going to show what he's not that well at. And everybody's going to be betting Rodriguez.
Yeah, because gaming's the only horse that beat him. Citizen Bull.
Okay. So here we go. So
ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck? You a fast? No. You a boss player? You a Mac? Yeah. Let me hold a couple dollars. No. Y'all still be popping y'all collars? Yeah. Stock rims on the straight. No. Paint wetter than the lake. Yeah. Poodle in my blood. No.
All right, hey Ken, let's bring Jimmy back into the picture. Hey Jimmy, you want to come back in?
Yeah, I'll try it again.
Hey Jimmy, we're talking about this Santa Anita race, man. I'm all over Citizen Bull. I am all over Citizen Bull. I can't even notice some things too. What's up, man? How you doing, nephew? Grandson? Nephew. Grandson. Alright, so anyway, yeah, so we're going to talk to you about these 3 Baffert horses. Madigan Road, Citizen Bull, Rodriguez. Who do you like out of both?
I like Rodriguez.
You like the 7th late winner, going from a mile to a mile 16.
Oh, this race is a mile.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Going from a mile. So he just broke his maiden a mile. He did it in an impressive time. That was at 23:46, 110, 136 almost. Ran that 101 Bayer. You don't think he's going to regress off that Bayer?
No, I think he's fast. I think he's ready to roll now.
So why do you like him so much?
Well, the way that he's progressing from when he started, his first race, he didn't break. He broke okay. And then the second race, when he broke, he kind of dozed a little bit, and he kept to the pace, and he stayed in front. So I think he got a little bit more experience than the first time. I just broke out, and then let the horse go in front of him, and then he chased him all the way around.
Yeah, but I see what you're seeing. I definitely understand, but who he beat was just the main horses. I'm worried about that 101 Bayer. I mean, he did improve like he's supposed to, but man, what do you think about this jockey situation?
Yeah, so we're gonna go through the same scenario as we did in the Oakland race, where jockeys are getting off this horse to get onto another horse.
Yeah, it's like didn't you say you're the one, Jimmy, that said last week about reminding us about Pratt getting off of gaming, and so here we go again. Hernandez is getting off Mataquette Road to ride Rodriguez. Martin Garcia rode Rodriguez first, and now he's on Citizen Bull. What's the jockey situation going to be?
Yeah, that's the toughie, because you figure if Martin Garcia wanted to stay on Rodriguez because he broke him out first time out, he would have had a chance. But I'm thinking Baffert is thinking down the line for Rodriguez to get him up in this race right here.
Right.
And then Garcia went back to when he started with 2, which was Citizen Bull.
Right. All right. What do you think, Kenny? You have an interesting situation that you were saying before about this situation where Baffert's got all 3.
Baffert has all 3 horses, and they're the same owners. I've never seen that in racing before. It's not a 1A, it's not a 1X. They all have their own number.
Yeah, the owners are SF Racing LLC, Starlight Racing, or ... That's all we get. But yeah, that's the owner of all 3 horses. Now the coupling thing, I don't see that out West Coast too much no more. The West, I know it's in the East Coast and everywhere else, but I don't see coupling. I think there was a change in the rules situation, but I'll try to come up with some other stuff. Do you know anything about that?
But if you have a race with the owner has 3 horses out of 5, isn't that kind of a disadvantage?
Well, it's definitely a disadvantage, but to write the race, maybe they had in order to write the race, they had to, keep them all separate too. I don't know. I'll have to, that's interesting. I don't know. If I'm the owner, I'm happy that it's not coupled.
If you're the owner, which one is going to win?
Which one does he have to have win?
Exactly.
Which one's going to try and which one's not going to try?
Right.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Are they making money for the track that day, or what's really going on?
Is that what so you're trying to say the owner can pull a hokey dokey on us?
He sure can. He has 3 different odds.
Jimmy, what do you think? He's got the owner's got 3 different odds. He's got 3 different interests in the race out of 5.
Citizen Bull won the Breeders' Cup. He's already eligible for the Kentucky Derby.
Right.
He doesn't have to win.
He don't have to win because he's already in there. Now his other 2 horses, which are youngsters, they need the points to get up in there.
Exactly.
And this is a chance for them to get their points.
One of them.
One out of the 2.
One of them get their points.
That's the question of the day.
So there you go. If you try to play Santa Anita, I don't want to say the horse racing's fixed, but the rules suggest
if he even wins.
I'm going to go with this as my last thought of that point, and that is the jockey does care about his money. So he's going to try to win the race. Don't bring me on a horse if you don't want me to win on the horse. I don't want to ride for you that way.
But you also got to think about down the road. There's bigger money down the road.
Yeah, business decision. Like when someone's getting ready to go hit Derrick Henry, they have to make a business decision. Okay. All right, everybody. All right, Jimmy. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it. Like to see you again. Like to get you on the podcast, get you more into this.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, come on back around. Try to get your brother Tim from around the way. If y'all remember, that was in episode 1, I think season 1.
Season 1.
Yeah. Yeah, Timmy's the one with the glasses that kind of light up. Well, anyway, I'll put that out. All right. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Later. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, wait a minute.
There we go.
I got a question.
Okay, sorry.
I have a question.
What's that?
They're the same owners, right?
Okay. Same owners.
But they have different silks.
Different
Two
silks.
of them have the same and one is different.
Blue and yellow star, and a pink hoop with turquoise. I don't.
So that's different owners?
Well, you got to understand in the
owner.
Yeah, there's three. No, they're the same owner, but in the other owners.
You mean same stable?
No, they're the same owner, and same stable and same trainer, but there's an or in the owners.
Like a partnership.
Well, see, it says or.
Yeah.
So that or could be for the other silk.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I don't know. I'm just my guess. But that's good. What do you got to guess?
It's a good theory about it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Maybe they have more ownership in these two horses.
Well, no, it looked like to me that
and this horse they have more ownership in that.
They bought one person only.
They bought the two horses, Citizen Bull and Rodriguez, from the same person.
Well, they buy it under an LLC, right? They buy the horse at LLC, but I put in more money for this horse.
Because look at the
Even though they bought it under the
look
LLC.
who they bought Citizen Bull from. Robert Law and Linda Lowe, whatever that is. They're the same. Is it the same as
Well, those are the breeders, right? The only one they bred was the one. They bred the one horse, so they would love the one to win here. They would love the one to win the Derby. Yeah, because they own everything. They own all the rights to them, right? So if the two wins, Robert Lowe and Lawana Lowe, they own part of it. They're going to get part of that breeder money,
right,
stuff like that. And when they go to stud, all that stuff. Kingswood Farm, David Egan owned Rodriguez, and they would get the same, as a breeder, get the breeder's fee money stuff. So it's a big, the SF Racing LLC Starlight Racing is a big outfit. So they probably have a lot of partnerships, a lot of people's different money, but some are 50% owners, some are maybe 30%, 20%, 10%.
Like my racehorse.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. So, they'll own 50%, they'll let the co-op own the other 50% or 49%, something like that. So they keep controlling interest. And I think that's why we're seeing the different silk as we think. That's what
That could be why they're not entry.
Right. And that could be why they're not entry as well. So, yes, we have a lot of things. But you're also talking about, okay, let's say Rodriguez wins this race. Citizen Bull gets in third. And somebody else gets in second, either Madiket Road or somebody else. What do you think the interesting thing here? Do you think that the jockeys change? Does Rodriguez keep Hernandez as his rider? Does Martin get to go back to?
No, I believe Martin's going to stay with Citizen Bull.
All the way around?
All the way.
What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, I think he's locked in too.
All right, so they're locked in. So what if, so you think they got who they got?
Except for they don't know who Marcus, whatever went on number 1.
Madiket Road, Frank Dettori?
Yeah, they don't really know what jockey's going to go for him.
So if Dettori wins, you don't think he'll keep them out?
Yeah, so they're trying it right now to see if that could be a fit.
Well, because he can win. Right? Because he looks like the one that's going to come off the pace.
He's the only one in the race that started his race out in a grade 3 race, vetted 3-1.
Now he's going to...
That says a lot.
He's setting it up for him.
Well, he's going from sprint to route for the first time, but there is something interesting about him is he did beat Mackenzie Street.
And Mackenzie Street beat Citizen Bull.
And Mackenzie Street's been running in graded 1 races. So, this is a very interesting scenario. So what if the 1 wins? Does that change anything? Does Hernandez get to go back?
That's the question.
Or did Tory stay? Well, I think that all matters to the jockey, to tell you the truth, and his agent, because Bob Baffert ain't the only outfit out there, unfortunately, because there's an East Coast and a Southwest. Now he owns everything in the West. So
You still have that horse, I believe what it's called, journalism.
yeah, we still got to see journalism coming.
Somebody's
right?
got to ride him.
Journalism. And, he tore gaming out.
Better be careful out there.
All right, everybody. Oh yeah.